Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be setting up the lows and highs alert system. Um, this one is going to be a lengthy video today. It's definitely going to go over 20 minutes. There's a bit to it. We will touch back into the dashboard because there's a few things we have to do with the disables. But after today, you have fully functioning lows, urgent lows, and high alert system for anybody that has a T1D with um, a pump. So let's get to it. Okay, the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to set up the alert system. The highs, the lows, and the urgent lows. We have the dashboard all created. As you can see, we get all the ons and the offs here. So we are going to go back into here. We'll create another workspace. We're going to call this the low high alerts. Just like that. We'll hit done. We're actually going to drag that one there. We'll hit deploy. And now we are going to run a link in. Double click on that. We want the BG numbers out. Hit done. So it'll run the imaginary line to T1D info, and there it is. Low high alerts and dashboard. So actually, I'm going to name this one as well. This is low high alerts. That way we know in case we ever needed to send anything else to it. So the next thing that we'll do is we'll put a switch in. And we are going to look to see if the one that we had set, we'll hit done here, go back to dashboard, alerts disable. This is the one that we're going to want. So back in the high lows. So global alerts disable. So we're going to want two things here. On and off. Obviously the off is going to be on the bottom, on is going to be on the top. Wire that in. The next thing that we're going to want is another switch. And we'll run the off into that switch. This switch, what we're going to want is, go to T1D info. We want the global T1D BG. So we'll go in here, change this to global, and we want that to be global T1D BG. So the way that we're going to set this up is we're going to set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first one is going to be a is between. Is between. We want that to be numbers. Second one is going to be is between. The third one is going to be greater than or equal to. The fourth one is going to be greater than or equal to. The next one is going to be, which is the fifth one, less than or equal to. And the last one is going to be greater than or equal to. So, is between, greater than or equal to, greater than and equal to. less than or equal to, and then greater than and equal to. The other thing we want to do is we want to change these all to numbers as well. Now, I'm going to give you the numbers that we use. You can modify these to any which way you want. So the first one I'm going to do as 1 to 50. This is going to be your urgent low. Your next one is going to be 51 to 75. That would just be your low. The greater than or 70, or greater than or equal to, the third one is going to be 70. And what this is when we get this all done, it'll automatically turn off the urgent low disable when we're done here. So the next one is going to be 76. This one will be 250. This will be for the high alerts. And then anything that is above 251. So, now that we have that all laid out, I think I actually worded this one wrong here, but this is exactly how I'm going to have mine set up. And like I said, you can change your numbers at any point, but this is how we're going to set it for now. So we'll hit done. And then we are going to put in a couple of switches again, actually 3 of them. So we'll paste one there, copy it, paste it, and then put the other one, we'll just put it down here for now. We're going to grab some link outs. Put one there. Put one there. We're going to have to move this switch a little bit further down. Put another link out there. So the next thing that we're going to want to do is these alerts that are here, the global alerts disable, global U low disable, global low disable, and global high disable. Actually, we only want 3 of these. We don't need the alerts disable. We just need the U low disable, the low disable, and then the high disable. So we'll go into here. Not the right spot. There we go. So this one is going to be global U low disable. We want on. And off. Honestly, what we're going to do is delete those 2 and then just copy that one, paste it, because all we need to do is take the U out there and paste it again down here and change the U low to high disable. So high disable, low disable, and U low disable. High disable, low disable, and U low disable. The other thing we'll do too is we'll name each one of these. So urgent, low, disable, question mark. Low, disable, question mark. And this one we'll name as high disable question mark. So the is between 0 and 50, or sorry, 1 and 50, we'll put there. The between 51 and 75 will go there. And then above or greater than or equal to 251 we'll put down there. I'm going to move these in a little bit. I don't have these set yet. So anyways, we'll just run them in here anyhow. They'll go in like that. We'll hit deploy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of align these over here. So the next thing that we're going to do is we'll put a change in here. Now, urgent low disable, off. If it's on, obviously we don't want it to send any kind of message. So we'll go in here and name this. Actually, we won't name it yet because we're going to kind of copy and paste yet again. So we'll set message payload to, change this to a expression. Okay, so what we'll do is here, put in quotes there, warning, warning, your T1D, I'm actually going to space it out because this is what is forcing your Alexa to talk, is at, we'll make sure there's a space there, and then quotes again, space, now we'll put at sign, space, $, global, context, spelled out exactly like that. And then open parentheses, which is right there. And then an apostrophe. And we'll do, I believe it's T1D BG. Quote, close parentheses. And then you do the at symbol yet again. Make sure you have space before the at symbol and after. Open quotes. 3 dots. And then again, what we'll do is type in your T1D is at. Make sure to have that space. Quotes again. The at symbol. Space, $, global, context, open parentheses, apostrophe, T1D BG, apostrophe, and close parentheses. And that should be the message. So we'll hit done. And hopefully you don't have any red triangle there. And then we're going to put a link out in here. And run that down to the link out. And that link out, we're going to tie back into the Alexa system. So I'll hit done, hit deploy, and just to show you, and you can do this if you want just to test it out, we will close this, or delete those, hit done, deploy again, and then
warning, warning. Your T1D is at 225. Your T1D is at 225.
Which obviously she's not low, but we are forcing it to say what it needs to say. So next, what we are going to do is we'll copy this. So Control C and then Control V. Paste that there. And in here, we're just going to change the warning to attention. I mean, if you want to leave it warning, you can. Attention. And then that really should be it. That's all that you have to change in here. I am going to name this. So we'll just name it as low. Down here, paste this again. And we'll leave this one as a warning because if your T1D is on a pump, obviously it is a major concern if they're above 250 or whatever number you have for a high. So we'll hit done, low disable question mark. Obviously if it's off, we want to go to the low and go down to there. Same thing here, the off and then into there. So there's that part of it. And then the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to name these. So this one, we want to name this urgent, low, disable, off. This one will be low, disable, off. And this one will be high, disable, off. Done. We'll hit deploy, and this is pretty much done. You can throw some comments in here just to so you know what each one of these are. So urgent, low, disable, off. Copy that and paste it. And just get rid of urgent. Done. And paste yet again. Delete all of this. And make it high disable off. And we'll hit deploy. So I'll move this inject down here just so you can hear the difference.
Attention, Attention! Your T1D is at 216. Your T1D is at 216.
So you can go in here and word this any way you want. Just a major part of this is, let me make this bigger. This here needs to stay the same because that is what's pulling your the glucose information. But anything in the quotation marks here, you can go ahead and change that. Warning, warning, your child is high. If you wanted to put something like that, we really haven't. Like I said, we're not on a pump yet. One of these years, insurance companies suck, but we'll get there, and we'll change this one and change the highs and stuff like that. Anyhow, so getting back to this, so we'll go in here, and what we'll do is, all right, so what we're going to want is we'll want a link in. We want a total of 3 of those. So paste and paste. The next thing we'll want is a change. So I'll make all of this fit here. So we'll go in and change this payload to off. And we'll copy and paste again. We'll wire all of this in. So what this, hey, let's get this one in here. So what this does is for the urgent low, if back on here, if urgent low goes, if the glucose level goes above 70, it will automatically send out through here and then come out through here and it'll change it to off. If you had turned on your urgent low disable, after your T1D gets above 70, it will automatically turn that urgent low disable off. This one I have at 76, so 76 or above, it'll automatically turn this one off. If your T1D is on a pump and they are high and they come back down below 250 or 250 or below, it will automatically turn this disable off as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and turn on the urgent low, the low, and the high. Go back in here. And we are going to do a full deploy. And when doing that, should have, which it didn't, it should have though, pushed the data through, and it might have to wait until the glucose updates to another number. So what we're actually going to do is I have this inject here. I will show you. We'll go back in here and toggle each one of these that way. And I'm going to go to modified flows and hit deploy. So we'll go in here and I'll show you. The 3 of them are on right now. So we'll go back into here. I'm going to run this inject. And this inject is going to look at all the different things. I don't know what her level is at right now. She's at 199. So we actually forgot something here. So we'll go back in the dashboard and the link's in for the urgent low. Check that. This one will be the low disable. Check that. On the third one will be your high disable off the low and high alerts for each one of these. So we'll hit deploy again. We'll go through and toggle each one of these. And then on here, I'm just going to do a little change, do a full deploy. And there we go. It shut all the disables off because she is within range. So just to show you that again, go turn those back on. And here, we'll do this. And then through here, sorry, here, put that one over here. So turn these all on so it all shows that they're on. Just to show you here quick, under the dashboard, shows they're all on. Going under the lows and highs. I hit this inject, which will force this whole flow to go, and it'll check to see if the alerts disable are on. It'll check her glucose level, and then it'll try to figure out from there where it needs to go. So we run the inject, and everything's shut off because she's above 70, she's above 76, and under 251. So that is it. The good thing is she's within range, so I don't get to show you that it works. But put this back here. We can go and yeah, there's no way, because the way that I used to do it is this was a message and it would base it off of the number that came in, and I just had too many inconsistencies, so I went with setting a global variable through Node-RED, and then it just checks, everything checks off of that global variable. When it creates your alert messages, it checks that global variable again. So I think that's it for this video. Like I said, it did run a little bit longer. I had a couple of mess ups here and there, but hopefully everything is understandable. If you do have any questions, you can throw them down in the comments section. And I will try to get to them the best that I can. All right. Well, this is a fully functioning system at this point for the highs and lows system. One thing I am going to touch on, if we go back to the lows and highs alerts tab, for anybody that doesn't have a pump right now, you're obviously, well, probably not going to want the high alerts. So we will just click on the wire to where it highlights orange and hit delete. And that's that. You'll just have the urgent lows and the lows, and that's all you'll get. Once you get a pump, or you want to start getting alerts for being too high and so on, you can at any point add this back in here and then deploy it. So like I said, we'll just delete it, hit deploy, and now we don't have a high alert system. So that's that. All right, like I said, at this point, we have a fully functioning lows and high alert system. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or comments, please throw them down in the comments section below. If you have yet to do it, please subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want, you can hit the bell. That'll alert you anytime I release a video. And those are all my social medias there on the screen. And that's it. All right. You guys have a great day. Later.